Hey, welcome to Monster Vision. We're live tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Papa Mike Street Stock Series. I'm live here with Chubb as always, as he'll be racing that familiar 99 car. As we are live here, as these boys are getting qualified right now, it looks like James Miller himself is out there on the pole right now, and we got about one more minute. Chubb, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Not Can't complain. Just worked my ever living butt off today. I see you've been putting out all kinds of skins in real life. I'm sure you've been working pretty hard.
Yeah.
A lot of good looking hot rods out there. Saw you did a bunch of go karts and stuff too.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. There's Chubb right there in that familiar 99 car. Chubb's always in that AC2 skinned yellow 99. It looks like you got a top 10 start. James Miller's on the pole. Jesse Walls second. Look at there. We got Christopher Long. Man, Christopher Long's getting faster and faster every week, guys. He's in third place. Hell of a start for Chris. Aaron Brumbelow himself in fourth position as we're going to get to our first heat. Let's see how many heats we got tonight, guys. We got four heat races, probably about one or two B main. So got some good racing going to be going on tonight.
Hey, just take it easy on me. I don't want it to hurt. Yeah, good luck, man.
James Miller got the pole for the whole position. He got his biggest carp fish yesterday. His wife was telling me 31 pounds or 31 inches, one or the other, but both of them are big. Good job, James. Jamie Massey on the outside pole. He's won all 8 events this season, believe it or not. He's a dominator for sure. We got Jeremy Atkins and Anthony Cottle there on your second row. Jeremy Atkins in that nice looking 57. We got Cameron Kaysen right there. Cameron's fast than anything. Be watching out for him in the 18 car with that TNT hot rod of Tim Taylor. Jarrett Murphy starting shotgun on the field. I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe he hasn't got a lot of practice in these cars as we're about to go racing. So we're about to start this event here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I appreciate Papa Mike's for being such a big supporter of the series all season long as we get going on race number 9 of the season. James Miller gets a little jump there, but Jamie gets a better jump on the outside. James Miller going to drive it back down through the bottom, and he's going to try to clear Jamie Massey, but does not quite clear him. They come ripping down the back straightaway. They're going to go through 3 and 4 side by side for the lead. As you can see, Jamie Massey inside that car, wheeling it for all she's got. James Miller's trying to hold on as he started on the pole, and he was the fastest car of the night. He slings it up, but he does not quite clear Jamie Massey. If he could have cleared him there, he might have had this win in the bag. Jamie Massey's got the run on the outside now, and James Miller's going to go up in little neck code there. They didn't even touch, but it made it look like they touched. James Miller still driving the wheels off of that thing, and that's Jeremy Atkins in third. Chubb takes advantage of Jeremy getting a little loose there, and Chubb's on the outside in that transfer spot. Jeremy Atkins and Chubb side by side. Third's the magic number, and they are battling for it with Cameron Crayson right behind them. Tim Taylor and Jarrett Murphy are side by side right there at the back. Front to back, these boys are tight. This is a good little heat race here as we're 4 laps in. James Miller slides up, and like I said, the little net code there, they didn't really bang doors, but the net code said they did.
Man, that was terrible net code right there.
They could have I could have walked in between them, but it made it look like he bumped them up, so Jamie might not be too happy about that. But Jamie gets back down to the bottom now. Now he's got the inside, and James Miller's got the outside as they swap. They come down the back straightaway, make it the front straightaway as they take the white flag. Cameron Kaysen muscling and elbowing his way up to third position. Cameron's going to force Anthony to the B main with running him like that as Anthony dives back down to the bottom trying to transfer. Jamie Massey's going to take the win coming off a turn 4 with James Miller, Cameron Kaysen, Anthony Cottle, Jeremy Atkins, Tim Taylor, and Jarrett Murphy round out your field here. Everybody goes to the B main from fourth place back, I should say. Here we go for heat number 2. Just checking a few things as I'm working it out here. We got Jesse Wall, who's been right there with Jamie Massey each of the past few weeks. Jesse Wall's leading our limited late model points. He's got his teammate Thomas Suttles. I say teammate, I know they always hang out over there at Toon Squad. Bradley Putman, he's hot, he's fast. Jesse Johnsrud's right there in the second row with him. Jacob Bailey from TNT with Brian Waxman in the 6th position. David Ellens, a league newcomer. He's showing up every week, getting better every week. That's what we want to see out of our new guys. Jesse Wall fires out of 4. Jesse Johnsrud gets a good start on right behind him. He's looking to the inside already as Jesse Wall slides high up in front of Thomas Suttles, and that looks like the lane to be right now. Thomas Suttles dives down low as Bradley Putman's driving that. I want to say, is that Bradley in the mellow yellow car? Yeah, it is. Bradley's been hot lately, man. He's been up front and capable of winning anything in the league lately. Thomas Suttles has drove around Jesse Wall in the front right here. They're halfway through this race. Jesse plants it in the wall. Thomas is on the bottom. Thomas has got the run. If he can clear him here, he could probably win this race. Thomas Suttles does clear him here. He slides up in front of Jesse Wall with a little halfway slider line there. This track's still really green, but he made it work as you got Bradley Putman in the transfer spot. Tommy Suttles first, Jesse Wall second, Bradley Putman third, and that's your transfer positions as Jesse Johnsrud runs up there and he's looking for that transfer spot. Jacob Bailey's back here in 5th in that good-looking 511 car with Brian Wax in 6th and David Ellens in 7th. Thomas Suttles, Jesse Wall battling side by side. Appreciate it, Chubb. Yes, they are. So we're coming to the white flag with Thomas Suttles on the outside. Thomas takes that white flag and in the lead position. Jesse Wall drives it hard down on the bottom. Jesse doesn't have no transfer. Yep, he does not have the slider line pass there as Jesse Johnsrud was looking for the transfer back there around Putman. Here we come around turn 4. Jesse Wall's got the run on the bottom. Who's going to get it? Jesse takes the win. Thomas Suttles second. Putman third. Jesse Johnsrud's 4th. Brian Wax 5th, and Jacob Bailey 6th.
Good race.
Hey, don't look now. We got Christopher Long.
At the end there,
Christopher Long from ETI and ECR over there. He's on the pole position. We like to see that with Tanner Folds from Tanner Fold Graphics out there on the outside row. We got Bryce Dickerson. Not Dickerson. I'm sorry about that. Bryce Dickinson and Zachary Clark on your second row with Seth Castle and Stephen Burrow rounding out this field. Your top 3 will advance to the feature event. Appreciate any follows, likes, shares, all that good stuff out there. Appreciate it, guys. We're live on TikTok, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube on Monster Vision 2024. As they get ready to pull out on the track here, we're going to take it 1 to go as Christopher Long's going to start them off on the pole position. He's got some good teammates there that's probably spotting for him. Chris is a driver that's been with us for a long time. He rarely misses an event, and sometimes it pays off and you get to start on the pole. He's got that 84 car, Bryce Dickinson, right behind him, and then an LR 84 car is second in the points behind Jamie Massey. Christopher Long takes a slow start here as he gets going. He waits for the flagman to throw it, and he gets going right when the flagman lets it go. They go off to turn 1 side by side with Tanner Folds, but he finds room to slide up in front of Tanner. I don't know if netcode happened or if what just happened there, but you're right. We're 4 wide for second place. And Seth Castle is looking for it.
Man, we were just 3 wide. I don't know.
They just bumped and banged, and somehow Dickinson ends up without a bumper. Man, he's been getting the bad luck out of everything. All three of them slam into each other, and he got the bad end of it as they're still battling 3 wide for second place and the lead for that fact. As Christopher Long still got that lead going down the back straightaway. Tanner Folds just about turned Seth Castle into the wall head on there. As Zachary Clark, he's in the top 5 in points. He's trying to get into the feature right now. Seth Castle just keeps on getting the drama coming towards him for some reason as Tanner Folds and him get into it for a second there as they go battling down the back straightaway. We got about 3 laps to go, 2.5 laps to go as Christopher Long's still our leader, and he's checked out. Chris is going to get him a heat race win tonight and a good feature start if he can hold on to it. Tanner Folds second, Zachary Clark third in that transfer spot, but Bryce Dickinson, you don't need a bumper in street stocks. He's looking for that transfer spot. Seth Castle and Stephen Burrow from TNT right there. They're looking for a way around him. White flags out. Christopher Long's high wide on the outside. Chris is good as gone in that street stock. Watch out for him in the feature. Yeah, Zachary Clark takes over second place. Zachary Clark in second as Christopher Long comes off the 4 and he takes the checker flag. Zachary Clark comes off the outside and he is going to take third place as Tanner Folds took second right there. Bryce Dickinson's going to be up front for the B main. Hopefully this week he doesn't get took out. What's up out there, Rod Tucker? I see you. What's up, Mr. Kevin Falls? Glad you're out there watching. Appreciate everybody out there watching, supporting the league, supporting your drivers. As we go to heat number 4, this is our final heat. What's up, Brody? I see you out there, buddy. Is your dad racing or are you racing?
Mountain music.
All right, so we got Aaron Brumbelow, the man himself, right there in that nice-looking AC2 Skins paint job 01 car. Donnie Gibson second, Bailey Hipp third, Alex Brewer fourth. Both of them are Monsters of Dirt champions in these street stocks. We got Brent Ginn and Cody Ernest back there in the back. As we'll see if they can race it forward as we get this thing fired off. Aaron Brumbelow's got control of this field as they get coming around 3 and 4 here. Green flag's out. Aaron fires. Donnie has to let off a little bit. He didn't want to jump it. Alex Brewer gave him a little bump, and we're rolling. Bailey Hipp's looking to take second early as Bailey and Donnie's been racing together in the Monsters of Dirt a long time. That didn't stop them from beating the heck out of each other right there, and that didn't come out good for either one of them, really. As Cody Ernest is up all the way up to the front from the back because of all that. Cody's in a transfer spot already in third position. Aaron Brumbelow's keeping it clean out front. If he can keep doing that, he'll take a win just like his teammate just did in the previous heat. Bailey Hipp and Cody Ernest side by side here as they're running it back down the back straightaway on lap number 2. Aaron Brumbelow still got the lead, but he's catching some heat from Bailey Hipp right now. Bailey's looking to the inside on Aaron Brumbelow. Well, let's go with a cockpit view here and see how Bailey's trying to pass him. As we're on lap 4 or 6, we're at Bristol Speedway. They didn't put dirt on it this year, but on iRacing, you can always put dirt on it. Bailey Hipp's right underneath Brumbelow. He can't quite make the move. He's still looking to the inside. Let's see what Cody Ernest's view is here. Cody's in the transfer spot. He's driving it for everything he's got. Man, look at the way his wheel's moving. Is he on his controller? He might be. Alex Brewer's fourth, watching the top 3 side by side, taking a white flag as we got a fight up front. Cody Ernest hasn't won a whole lot in the Monsters of Dirt. He bashes Bailey Hipp up into Aaron Brumbelow. That's not a way to make friends, as this is just a heat race. I don't know what just happened there, but Bailey Hipp got squirted out. Aaron Brumbelow for the win. Cody Ernest second. Alex Brewer takes advantage of the transfer spot.
Too slow in getting you in that there,
Let's see
No,
what.
I'm good. I guess Cody might have been driving.
Thank you
Cody
for
went in
letting me
there
play.
and pushed a little bit, and then he couldn't save it before he ran him over. I don't think it was nothing intentional by no means, but that doesn't make it better for my man there. All right, we got B main number 1. Now it's the only B main top 10 to the feature. Brumbelow, help me, admin.
I got you.
All right, we got a B main top 10 guys. 4 y'all are going home. Anthony Cottle's on the pole. Bryce Dickinson second. Jesse Johnsrud and Jeremy Atkins is your second row. Seth Castle, Bailey Hips, your third row.
Some shit in my wheel.
That's Bailey Hips. Actually, on your second row, Jeremy Atkins, Brian Wax, your third row. Seth Castle, Britt Gidd is your fourth row. Jacob Bailey, Tim Taylor, Donnie Gibson, Stephen Burrow, Jacob Bailey, Jarrett Murphy, Donnie Gibson, and David Ellison.
Caution in this one, John.
Only multi-car wrecks get cautions. And if you see one, Aaron, just throw it. Remember, guys, if it's a single car wreck, just get turned around and get going. Hope for a multi-car wreck to get a caution. Good luck, everybody. Top 10 advance. This is the B main, as we're going to send 10 of these hot rods to the feature. And 4 of them are going to continue with the rest of the guys who had to go home already. We're going to limited late models next at Lernerville. And hopefully SRTV is good to go by then. But if not, we'll be live once again on Monster Vision for that show too, as he's having some internet problems in Indiana. They fire off of turn 4. Anthony Cottle takes the field.
Damn, dude. What's your line? First one.
I'm going to watch from the back view here. And let's watch this view for a little bit and see if there's going to be any wrecks. There's a multi-car that don't get a caution. Holler out. I'm doing my best, guys. All right, Anthony Cottle's out front with Jesse Johnsrud second. Jesse slides up into Anthony a little bit there with Bailey Hip third. Those 3 guys have been racing in the Monsters of Dirt in the Street Stock Series for years and years. Bryce Dickinson's third. Oh, as Jesse and Bailey come together. Seth Castle's there in 5th. Jeremy Atkins 6th. Brian Wax 7th. Jacob Bailey and Brent Ginn are battling for that 8th place. Top 10 advance, and in 10th place right now is Tim Taylor. It looks like Donnie Gibson got spit out once again. He's back there with Jarrett Murphy side by side for that 10th and 11th spot. Right now, Ginn's got the transfer spot. That's the race that's on right now, as we've already completed 4 laps with Bailey Hip out front. Anthony Cottle second and Bryce Dickinson third.
Sorry about that.
Jesse Johnsrud 4th, Seth Castle 5th, Brian Wax 6th. The race out front, they're staying single file as Anthony Cottle breaks up that, and he dives down low on Bailey Hip. He's got a run down bottom. He's got a little grip down there. Maybe he can make the passes. It looks like he's got the slide just about clear, but not quite, as Bailey drives back by on the outside. As we're on lap 6 of 10, as this B-main's moving fast. Donnie Gibson's found his way up to the transfer spot, and the 2 TNT cars of Tim Taylor and Jacob Bailey are both one spot good right now, as they need to keep it clean and green and get into that featured event. Jarrett Murphy's doing all he can to take that transfer spot from Donnie right now, as they are side by side. The 225 cars are driving as clean as they can and as hard as they can, as Brent Ginn's looking from the outside in, as he's going to need to pass both those guys.
Every time in front of me towards the end of a race. I don't get it, buddy.
Bryce Dickinson, he says he's blinking, but he's not blinking for us. Jesse, you're still good in 4th. Seth's 5th.
At this point.
And Brian Wax is 6th. Jeremy Atkins, Tim Taylor. Tim Taylor's trying to get one more position. He's good where he's at, but hey, he's in 8th place. Jacob Bailey, man, he's new to the league this year. He's in 9th place. He's going to get him a feature start if he stays where he's at. Jarrett Murphy's cleared Brent Ginn, and Donnie Gibson is Jarrett's in the transfer spot now. We're on the final lap as Bailey Hips leading them down the back straightaway. Nobody's going to catch Bailey right here as he's gone into 3 and 4 in that 28 hot rod. Bailey Hip coming out of turn 4. Bailey Hip for the B-main win with Anthony Cottle, Bryce Dixon, Seth Castle, Brian Wax, Tim Taylor, Jarrett Murphy, Bailey, Burrow, and Gibson all made it to the feature. As Atkins isn't in, something happened. Seth Castle here. He's got up underneath 75. 75 goes back down under Castle's nose. And woo, and there he goes. That broke up the field as Johns Rudd and Jeremy Atkins missed the race, but it shows Atkins is in. So let's see. Let's look. They're going to warm up for a second.
Yeah, black there, please.
I'm not sure if Jeremy made it or not as we're getting ready to go green flag racing here. We're at Bristol Motor Speedway tonight. These guys are practicing right now for our feature event. We're live here on Monster Vision. I appreciate everybody who's came out, everybody who watches, everybody who participates, man. It means a lot to all of us as these drivers come out here and put it on the line every weekend. Monsters of Dirt, one of the top dirt racing sims on iRacing. We have 24 hot rods. I want to say 24 starting tonight. What's up, Jesse?
I didn't realize that I thought that was a checkered. I could have saved that, and then after I spun it, I was like, oh, dude, that was a white flag lap, so that's my bad for messing up the end of that.
Well, it helped a couple of guys a lot for you.
Yeah, that's my bad. I thought it was a checkered.
Oh, dear mullet, we're racing league racing tonight. Next is Lernerville Pro Late Models, buddy. No public lobbies tonight. As we are ready to get this show going, they got about 50 seconds left. How was the track out there, guys?
Feels pretty good right now.
Feels pretty quick.
Yeah,
Think it'll be
was-
pretty
it was
competitive.
good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dear mullet, we'll be doing micro sprints next season, which is actually only 3 or 4 weeks away. We only got one more week in this season.
All right, I'll catch y'all on limited. So.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Sorry, Chubb. I didn't mean to get into you a couple
Oh,
times.
you're fine. You're fine.
10-4. Good luck, Chubb.
Thanks.
All right, it's partly cloudy, 45% humidity. It's 78 degrees. We're using the actual temperature of the track today, so pretty nice day today if that's correct. So we're getting ready to go racing here. We got a awesome field of drivers. Jamie Massey's won every race this season. We've had 8 of them so far, and Jamie Massey's won all 8. Jamie Massey brought the sponsor to the league. Papa Mike's Street Stock Series is Papa Mike's Street Stock Series because Jamie Massey hooking us up with that connection, and then Jamie's gone out there and won every single race. And if he holds on to this points lead, he'll take home a cool $100 and another Monsters of Dirt canvas that we give out to our champions. Speaking of Jamie Massey, the worst part about it is if you have to pass him in these street stocks, once he's out front, he's about unpassable, and he's starting on the pole for this feature. Got Jesse Wall starting second in that 2 car. He finished second last week, and he's been trying for the last few weeks to find a way to beat Jamie Massey. Maybe he'll do it this week. The surprise starter of the night, Christopher Long, won his heat race, and he starts third. Aaron Barumbolo also won his heat race. He starts fourth. James Miller was on the pole tonight. He dropped 1 spot in the heat race. He starts fifth, with Thomas Suttles right beside him. We got Cody Ernest and Tanner Folds as your 4th row, with Bradley Putman, Cameron Case in your 5th row. Alex Brewer and Zachary Clark back here in your 6th row, with Bailey Yip, your B-Main winner, and Anthony Cottle, 2nd place in your B-Main. Bryce Dickinson, Seth Castle is back here in 15th and 16th. Brian Wax, Tim Taylor, Jacob Bailey, Jarrett Murphy, Donnie Gibson, and Stephen Burrow round out your 22-car field. As there's a little shit talking going on, and I like it, as Jesse Wall just told him it's time for somebody to beat that 19 car. Jesse, if he does it, he'll do it clean and green. He won't do it dirty like some guys would try. Jesse's one of our cleanest guys. He's the points leader in our limited late models
Wait a lifetime for
that are up next.
I think Kelly Clarkson said that.
They're coming right at you. You see your field of 22 street stocks getting ready for 40 laps here. As they come out of turn 4, Jamie Massey once again is your leader. He starts this race. The Papa Mike Street Stock Series fires off. Christopher Long did not get a good start back there, and that stacks up the field behind them, but they all seem to clear off. Jamie Massey got a hell of a start as Jesse Wall rips it around the outside, and Aaron Barumbolo settles in the 3rd. Oh, right now, and there goes Christopher Long in his 1st. Oh, there goes Chubb. James Miller.
Not clear, buddy.
Oh, if you guys would just let off a little bit, everybody would still be racing some.
I
don't know why we got to just drive.
Where were you going?
Oh, that's frustrating, guys. That just took out a lot of good cars trying to make a point to each other, I guess. I don't know what just happened there. Let's go look at this from James Miller's
Hey, John,
view.
is there a wave around?
Yes, there is.
Can I get a 1 in the green, please?
Who was asking for the wave around?
I don't know.
Who needs the wave around?
I don't need one yet. I'm in a pit right now. I'll let you know though.
Are you in the
No
pits
fast
too?
first.
Do what, John?
Are you in the pits too?
Well aware of that.
No, I didn't. I don't feel like I got much damage. I may have lost a bumper or something. I don't know.
You're right, Justin. A simple burp, I think, would have helped everybody there. That's one thing I'm trying to talk to everybody about in the league is early in these races, even if a guy makes a mistake in front of you, you're allowed to cut that guy a break. You really are. You guys are allowed to let off the gas and actually cut the guy a little slack. We don't always have to prove something to each other. Right there, that just was unfortunate situation that got worse and worse as they got down the straightaway, and I hate that it caused all those cars to get wrecked, but we race on. Front 2 cars are still out there with Aaron Barumbolo 3rd, Thomas Suttles 4th. That wrecked out some damn good cars as James Miller and Christopher Long started so far up in the field. Miller is out of the race. Dang, is it one to go yet?
Yeah, we're getting ready to go right now.
Alright, this is my man said we're getting ready
I
to
don't know
go.
what you're doing. I'm just doing what IRS is telling me to do.
Jesse Wall fires off a 4, and he's got Second place locked down right there behind Aaron Brumbelow as Jamie Massey takes off of that lead once again. It's going to be hard to get a run on Jamie at this track. Jesse's in second with Aaron Brumbelow third. Alex Brewer and Zachary Clark right there battling for that fourth spot. We're 3 wide right behind them as Tanner Folds coming up the middle. He clears Bryce Dickinson as Bryce Dickinson slides in behind him. And that's probably the smart move there if he wants to keep his bumper on during this race. Tim Taylor out of that B main's already up to 10th spot. He's up +8. That's the highest moving car so far with Wax and Jarrett Murphy 3 wide underneath them. Jamie Massey's checking out front right now.
Man,
Here comes your field right at you. Here they come.
man, this race.
Bristol Motor Speedway usually is a pretty good street stock track. You usually got plenty enough room to race, but these guys are all over the top of each other with this fixed setup. There's not a lot of distance in their speed difference in speed, and you causes some bad feelings sometimes, I should say. Let's ride with that. The one and only Aaron Brumbelow right here.
Name a black clear.
He just got disqualified, John.
Who?
What it said. Cody Ernest. Might want to check his incidents.
No, he's only got 4.
Where you going, Jim? Don't want to
Okay.
circumcised. Well, that's as good a place as any.
Thomas Settles driving right there up Aaron Brumbelow's tailpipe as we got a battle in the back here, but Jamie Massey is checking out. Jamie's got at least a full second lead, almost a full second lead over Jesse Wall. Jesse's it was time to break his streak, but he's going to have to do it better than this. So they're clicking the laps down. We're on lap 13 of 40. How's your internet looking out there, Jerry?
Jim, I'll move out of your way if you tell me where you want. Right.
Brumbelow, the one and only. As Alex Brewer slides up in front of Thomas Suttles here. Alex almost cleared him, but doesn't quite clear him as Thomas holds on. Alex throws it back in there to go up in front of him again. That time he knocks his front bumper off and he's got the position.
Sorry,
Thomas Suttles ain't the one to do that to. He might come back and with a little attitude with that one. As Seth Castles raced up 10 spots to 6th after a bad week last week. I'm glad to see the 4 car running good again this week. Right on, Key. Right on, West. What's up, Chris? I see you out there. What's going on, Tyler? Good job on your win this week. It's like I said, Jamie Massey's just checking out on this field. He's won 8 races. He's trying to make it 9. Jesse Wall is second with Aaron Brumbelow third and Alex Brewer fourth. Let's go through this field. We got Thomas Suttles settling down in 5th. Castle runs it up in there, gives Suttle a little door. Suttles is going to flip out soon if he keeps catching all these quarter panels, I promise you. Tanner Folds is back there in 7th place. Bryce Dickinson's in 8th. He's second in the points. Bryce is making a run. Hopefully he can get up there to the front. He's up 7 spots, and he's got a really good-looking car. Zachary Clark, a top 5 points guy. He's in 9th with Jarrett Murphy up 9 spots to 10th. Tim Taylor still running good there in 12th with teammate Jacob Bailey having a run of the season for him. He's up 7 spots to 13th.
Aren't clear, Jarrett.
Anthony Cottle's back here in 14th where he started. Stephen Burrow right as I put it on him.
You parked it on my nose.
That ain't why the yellow's up. Give somebody a chance to cut out. I didn't spin you, I lifted.
Stephen Burrow got spun here. Let's see what
Can I
happened.
get a wave around, John?
Yeah, I need a couple, please.
Only the first car lap down gets them. Only one precaution. First car lap down. Sorry, guys.
So close, Mr. Tim. So close.
Let's see what happened here with Stephen Burrow.
Back here, Tim.
Now they just couldn't get off of each other there. Bailey Hip's already in the back. No reason to worry about an EOL. That sucks, but we race on. That is a race on, boys. No penalties, no penalties. Bryce Dickens, the birthday boy. Well, good. How about that? Birthday boys ran it up 7 spots to 8th position. Let's see if he can keep on running it forward here. Do we need one to go, Chubb, or is it already one to go?
It's pacing right now. Okay.
What?
I didn't know you could do it while it says pacing.
Well, hopefully we can get to racing here. As Jamie Massey is still your leader. He's led all 22 laps. Make it 23 as he comes out of turn 4. Alex Brewer is hooked there, right there with him. Alex is going to look for second spot now as Jesse Wall rips it around the outside. Aaron Brumbelow rips it way high, wide on the outside there as he did what he had to do with Seth Castle on the inside now. We're 3 wide behind him as Tanner once again finds himself in the middle. Bryce Dickinson's on the far outside. Hopefully he can get clear of this before he gets took out. Jarrett Murphy's way high on the outside too. He's up 12 spots. He just about gets hooked by Tanner there, but Tanner cuts him a break. Jamie's still out front. Jamie's right there out front in front of his teammate. The NLR number 1 car is in second place now. Alex Brewer is actually right there on his bumper and looking pretty strong as Jesse Wall rips it around to the outside. In 3rd position.
Thanks for lifting right there, Thomas, and not killing me.
What do you mean, dude? Yeah, you might have been in front of me, but you weren't all the way in front of me. When you came up, you drove across my nose.
Can I get another wave, John?
You stuck your nose in there, bud. Trying to win it.
I know I'm not going to win it. I'm just trying to survive. I honestly have nothing in it to try to kill you like that.
Yeah, they ended up holding on to it. Tim Taylor got the bad end of the deal after they all bounced off of each other.
1 green. You the man.
Is there anybody that'd probably be on Zach for starting it? We're not going to throw no EOLs on that one. Gonna race on their teammates, so Zach and Tim. Looks like Tim might have got the worst end of that, but Tim Taylor's still in 13th spot, up 5 spots from the beginning. Jamie Massey starts it from the outside this time. He gets a good start as the 1 car settles in right behind him. The 2 car is back to 4th position now as Seth Castles ran it up 12 spots to the 3rd spot, but he loses that 3rd spot back to the number 2 car just as quick. We're on lap 29 already as this show is moving pretty quick. Jamie Massey coming out of the corner here, and he takes it with 10 to go. We're on lap 30. Alex Brewer is right there in his tracks in 2nd. In his tracks and passing them's 2 different things with Seth Castle and Jesse Wall battling it out for 3rd. Bryce Dickinson, the birthday boy, is up 10 spots. How old is Bryce out there? Let us know. As Aaron Brumbelow's in 6th, Jarrett Murphy 7th, Tanner Folds 8th, Brian Wax 9th, and Donnie Gibson 10th. Donnie Gibson's had a good run after having some bad luck in the previous races tonight. He's running really good right now in 10th place. Hey, I bet you he'd be happy with a top 10. Zachary Clark still in 11th after his little incident there.
My fault.
Thomas Suttle's back 6 spots to 12th. Tim Taylor's up 5 spots. He's in that 13th spot as we got another group
No,
back
you didn't have to
here.
do that, Jacob. My car's nice.
There's Jacob Bailey. He's new to the league. He's having a
Hey, you
good
didn't
run
have to do that,
tonight.
Jacob. My car's junk.
Even though he's fell back to 17th position, I think it's been a good night for Jacob. Good learning experience. That's Jamie Massey's far out in front. Without a caution flag, he's going to be gone. Jesse Walls second, Alex Brewer third, Seth Castle fourth, Bryce Dickinson fifth, and Jaron Murphy is sixth. Aaron Brumbelow seventh.
Myself and be racing a big mare.
Tanner Folds is eighth from Folds Graphics. Brian the Waxman himself is up 8 spots to 9th. We haven't heard Brian too much tonight. We'll see him on the wrap-up here in a minute. As Thomas Suttles is trying to take that 10th spot from Donnie, and it looks like he does. We got 5 laps to go. Chubb, where you at?
Back here in 15th, overheating.
Overheating in 15th. That ain't no good. It's that 19
cars.
cars ripping it through 3 and 4. That blue and white team 19 of Jamie Massey going for win number 9 in a row. He's going to try to go for the unprecedented sweep of the season next week. Nobody's ever won 7 in a row. Nobody's ever won 8 in a row. And nobody's damn sure won 9 in a row. And he's trying to do it tonight. I think he's got about 14 or 15 wins at least this season amongst all series, maybe about 17. I could be wrong. Jesse Walls right there in second. Jesse's having a hell of a season in the Pro Late Models this series and the Limiteds. Alex Brewer's in third. Alex was a winter national champion with a Street Stock Series 1 year with us. Seth Castle in fourth in that 4 car. Jarrett Murphy is your hard charger right now. He's up 14 spots. He's made it to 5th. Bryce Dickinson back to 6th after making it up to 5th just a second ago. Bryce, the birthday boy, still up 9 spots right there in front of Aaron Brumbelow, Tanner Folds, Brian Wax, and Suttles. Donnie Gibson and Zachary Clark are back there still driving them for all they got for that position of about 11th. We got about a lap and a half to go as this hot rod of Jamie Massey ripping it down the back straightaway. Here he comes right at you. White flag is out. Jamie Massey takes that white flag. Jesse Wall second. Alex Brewer third. Alex Brewer and Seth Castle might have a little battle here for third, but I don't think so. Just Jamie Massey ripping it down the back straightaway in the North Carolina blue and white car. He comes out of 4. Jamie Massey, win number 9 in a row. He is your street stock killer. Jesse Wall second once again. Alex Brewer third. Seth Castle fourth. Jarrett Murphy is your hard charger. He's 5th. Bryce Dickinson 6th. Tanner Folds 7th. Aaron Brumbelow 8th. Brian Wax 9th.
Yeah.
Thomas Suttles 10th. Brian Wax, we'll see you in the booth. All right, as we wrap up our show here tonight, what a show it was. It was a pretty good race. We're going to pass it over to the Waxman for the Waxman Minute. Wax, it's all on you, buddy.
Man, I tell you, it was a good race night. Track was, you could race middle, slider, top. Started 17th, worked my way through some stuff. I felt like I raced Tim Taylor for about 20 laps door to door. About halfway point, 25 was a little bit more hurry than me, so luckily I didn't get taken out there. But yeah, it was a heck of a race, man. This Bristol wear you out when it's racy like that. So I appreciate all the clean driving, and I think I made it in top 10 maybe, but not sure. And just want to give a shout out to Jamie and Jesse and Alex and Seth and Jared all up there in the top 5.
All right, Brian, well, we appreciate the race report from you tonight. You had a pretty good run. You got you a top 10. Once again, we appreciate you giving us the breakdown. It didn't look like you had too much negative out there. That's a good thing. So go get them in the limiteds, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Shout out to 3D Racing and Monster Vision, Monsters of Dirt, and all the teams that compete in the league. And we'll see you at the next event. Good job, John.
All right, buddy. All right, Alex Brewer, man, you ran it up to 3rd position tonight. You had a pretty good run, but he got all the way up to 2nd, and you were right there in your teammates' tracks. But you ran into about the same problem anybody else does. You might be able to catch them, but getting around them's another thing. How'd you run third tonight, there, Alex?
Yeah, I probably used up a little bit more right rear than I needed to, but Jamie's always good at saving his up.
Yeah, he's definitely good. He's won 9 in a row. I'd say good's an understatement. But enough about Jamie, man. You had a hell of a run tonight in that one car. That's a damn good looking car there, by the way. I really like that car. Been doing good all season. Got one more race this season, man. Hopefully you can pick you up a win next week. Good run tonight, Alex. You want to thank anybody before we jump over to the limiteds?
Yeah, I got to thank you guys for putting on the race and broadcasting it, and NLR, all the guys over there. Grip Acne, House of Speed, Papa Mike Promotions. Yeah, I think that's about it.
All right, Alex. Well, good run once again, man. You got up to second, settled for third. Hell of a run, buddy. We're finishing behind these two guys. Shit, that's almost a win to most of us. Good run tonight, and we'll see you at the next one.
Yep, see.
All right. Jesse Wall, man, it's bridesmaid city when you race the street stocks. You're always right there with them, but always right there in second. What are you going to have to do to actually beat this guy, Jesse?
I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't figured out the answer. I'd have done it already, but yeah, I think the cautions kind of killed me there. Every time I got into a little rhythm, cautions came out, and I could not figure. I don't know what gear to start in, to be honest with you. I was getting drug on these restarts.
Well, you definitely were. Jamie was getting a good 5-6 car length lead on them starts, and it cost you a couple of times. You fell back a little bit, and you had to race your way back up. But you still had a hell of a hot ride out there, and you were definitely the second quick car all night. Good run tonight, Jesse, and going over there in the limiteds next to try to keep your points lead and keep rolling in that series. Good luck over there, and good run tonight. You want to thank anybody before we jump over?
Yeah, first of all, congrats to Jamie. That was a good win. And got to thank you for the broadcast and for the league, man. I always have a good time. Got to thank McDonald's and Papa John's, man. They sponsor me, do a good job. And Austin Coot, Austin Good. He does my raps. Appreciate him.
We got Coot's Home Comfort. We got to give him a good. He just told us he's signing on for another season for the limited. So they're sponsored again. We always appreciate Mr. Austin. All right, Jesse, well, good run. Well, Jamie Massey, we got I know you're semi-retired now that you're getting back to real racing, but you still show back up for your sponsor series here and put a good whooping on them once again. That's 9 in a row. That's unheard of in this league, and you just keep on doing it. How'd you do it tonight, Jamie?
We missed the line a little bit in qualifying. I knew I was gonna have to win that heat race and put myself in a good position. So hard to pass here. I got out front and got a big lead, and then I like, man, I might be running too hard if we get a late race caution. So I kind of backed it off a little bit, and he caught my draft. And then as soon as you catch the draft here, it's like I could have ran as hard as I wanted to, and he was going to run me down a little bit. It might not have been a lot, but it was like 2 tenths or a tenth a lap. So I was like, well, I'm just going to stay in conserve mode, and when he gets to me, we'll start racing. So, and then the caution came out, and I knew that I probably had better tires, and I could fire off and get going. And, that was the key to winning. I think if the caution don't come out, he drafts up to me, and we go to racing. And then it would just been hard for him to pass me because I wasn't coming off the bottom I wanted to, and I don't think he would have got a run anywhere else. The draft would have helped him get there, but I'd have had to make a mistake.
Yeah. Well, Jamie, you definitely were the class of the field all night. There's a few times they kept up with you a little bit, but you're on a different level right now in this series, and 9 wins in a row proves that. Appreciate you showing back up and showing out once again, buddy. Hope to see you in the other series, but I know you said you're retired, so that's up to you. But good run tonight, and we'll catch you at the next one, buddy.
Yeah, man, I just want to thank everybody over at NLR, House Speed, Papa Mike's Promotions, Mama Bear, Heartline Harley Davidson, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Grip Hackney Live. Y'all for putting this deal on, and they're trying to talk me into running the limiteds.
You're right there for that points.
We'll see.
You're right there in the points, man. That's some money on the line, so I don't know. That's your call, man, but we'll see you over there if you are. Good run tonight, Jamie.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. All right, Chubb. So we're gonna wrap up our show here. He's like I say every week. I think we get a little better and better, and had some good racing tonight. And you had a pretty good hot rod. Just couldn't quite find your spot to get up there. But we'll catch you over at the Limited, Chubb. As we wrap up the show.
Yeah, good job, guys.
All right, Brian. Y'all take it easy out there.
Yes, y'all see you at the next one.
Well, that's all the action we can handle for one night here on Monster Vision. We appreciate you coming out and being a part of the show. As always, you can catch us on YouTube, sometimes on Facebook, sometimes on Twitch. And we're going to SRTV Network, guys. Don't forget, going to SRTV Network. See you later.